Susan Woods of Susan Woods Nonprofit Solutions. Thank you for your time. The title of this short video message is Why the IRS Revokes 501c3 Status. Do not lose your nonprofit status. Again, do not lose your 501c3 status because it is very difficult to get it back. Why the IRS revokes status. The IRS revokes 501c3 status when nonprofit organizations fail to file the appropriate Form 990 information return for 3 consecutive years. Let me read that one more time. The IRS revokes 501c3 status when nonprofit organizations fail to file the appropriate Form 990 information return for 3 consecutive years. The Form 990 information return is an annual report that all 501c3 nonprofit organizations must submit to report revenues generated and expenses incurred in the prior fiscal year. There are 3 types of Form 990 information returns. The type you submit depends upon the amount of revenues and assets your nonprofit organization has at the end of the fiscal year. Now that's a lot in those 2 paragraphs. So let's talk about it in a little more detail. Every nonprofit organization must give an account of the revenues and expenses they generate or incur in the prior year. Even if you don't generate any revenues, you have 0 revenues, you still must submit the appropriate Form 990 information return for your nonprofit organization. And like I mentioned before, the appropriate type is contingent upon the amount of revenues and expenses, the amount of revenues that you have. Now, there are 3 types of Form 990 information returns. You have the Form 990, you have the Form 990EZ, and you have the Form 990N, also called ePostcard. I'm not going to get into defining all 3 types because I'm only focusing on the last type in this video message. The Form 990 information returns are due 5 months and 15 days after your nonprofit organization's fiscal year ends. Again, when our Form 990 is due, the Form 990 information returns are due 5 months and 15 days after your nonprofit organization's fiscal year ends. Therefore, for example, if your nonprofit organization's fiscal year ends on December 31st, then your Form 990 is due on May 15th of the next year. So if your fiscal year, and some people call it the accounting period, ended on December 31st, 2020, then your Form 990 is due on May 15th of this year, 2021. Relax. You don't have to worry about anything. Susan Woods Nonprofit Solutions can help you complete the Form 990 in e-postcard. We don't complete the Form 990. We don't complete the Form 990EZ, but we can help you complete the Form 990 in e-postcard. If your 501c3 nonprofit organization generated $50,000 or less last year, then your nonprofit organization meets the requirements to submit the Form 990 in e-postcard. Once again, if your 501c3 nonprofit organization generated $50,000 or less last year in 2020, then your nonprofit organization meets the requirements to submit the Form 990 e-postcard, and we can help you do that. We specialize in completing the Form 990N, which is also called e-postcard, for clients across the United States, and we can help you too. We will provide the following services for your nonprofit organization. Number one, create an IRS account for your nonprofit organization. We have to do that first in order to complete the filing. Step two, complete the steps to file the Form 990N or e-postcard for your nonprofit organization. Step three, send you the filing confirmation receipt. And this is crucial because you want to have evidence that you have filed your Form 990 information return. Because remember, if you don't file for 3 consecutive years, the IRS automatically revokes your status. They will send you a letter saying your status has been revoked. So it's important to keep this confirmation receipt that you filed, and we will send that to you once it's filed. And our fee for doing all of these things is only $50. You're not going to get a better deal anywhere. The fee is only $50 for these 3 services that we're offering. So again, do not lose your 501c3 status, although you'll be able to get it back through another process or a reinstatement process. You will forever have that designation beside your nonprofit's name on irs.gov. So whenever someone goes out to look at information to vet your nonprofit to determine whether or not they want to invest in it, it will always have a revocation date on it. Even after you reinstate, it never goes away. So savvy investors are going to want to know, what did they do to lose their status? So don't lose your status. Let's get started. Again, if your fiscal year ended on December 31st, 2020, and your nonprofit generated $50,000 or less that year in 2020, then your Form 990 e-postcard is due on May 15th, 2021. So let's get started. Let's do this. Go to www.trustsusanwoods.com. Once you get to there, once you click on the website, or go to the website rather, click on the About link, and then from the About link, click on Form 990N survey. It's just a very short survey that I'm asking you to complete to validate that you are, or your nonprofit rather, is qualified to file the Form 990E. And I have to make sure that you meet the qualifications, which are your nonprofit organization generated $50,000 or less last year. So I have to have that in writing. Well, a little bit about me before we close this short video. Again, I'm Susan Woods. I started a nonprofit called Comprehensive Community-Based Solutions Incorporated in 2003 as an unofficial nonprofit organization. And then in 2006, I earned the 501c3 designation. I operated 2 programs underneath that nonprofit organization, one called Panorama Computer Learning and the other one called Emerging Leaders Mentorship Program for Black Male Youth. I do provide nonprofit consulting services. I complete the 501c3 application packet for private clients across the United States. As of the date of this taping of this video message, I have completed 162 application packets since 2010, and I have a 100% approval rating from the IRS on behalf of my clients. In other words, all of my clients receive their 501c3 status. I facilitate a broad range of classes for nonprofit leaders. I provide in-person classes and also online self-paced classes. I believe in the importance of continuing education. Therefore, I have earned 3 nonprofit management certificates, one from Duke University, one from Winthrop University, and one from Wake Forest University. I'm also a 3-time graduate of Winthrop University in Rock Hill, South Carolina. I have a bachelor's degree in business administration, a Master of Arts in Teaching degree in business education, and a Master of Business Administration degree. Don't wait too late, okay? May 15th is next week. The IRS is going to give us until May 17th since May 15th falls on the weekend. But don't wait too late. You don't want to lose your status. You want to be sure to file your returns every year. So once again, go to my website, www.trustsusanwoods.com. Click on the About link, scroll down, and click on the Form 990N survey. Complete that survey. Once you complete the survey and I validate the information, I will then send you a separate link to process the $50 fee for the services. Thank you so much for your time and have a great day.